Welcome to my channel, and here we are going to solve this problem, and it has to do with a truncated cone. And based on what we have here, the sketch in figure 2 shows a right cone cut along an offset plane FGH. So then we have that we draw full size the given view, plan end view in direction of ROE, this ROE being talked about, and the height of the cone is 100 millimeters. The diameter of its circular base is 60 millimeters, and as we have that, the cutting plane touching this point, which is 25 millimeters away from the base of the cone, and then this line that we have here, that is line DH, is at angle 45 degrees to the horizontal, as you can see here. So what we need to do first, I'm going to show you that right now. So let's start. So what we need to do first, as I said, is for us to draw a circle, but before that we draw a horizontal center line like this. Then we are going to draw a vertical center line. So vertical center line. Okay. Then we are going to draw the circle, and as we are told in the question that the diameter is 60, the radius should be 30. So take a measurement of 30 millimeters with our compass and put it at this point. Then we draw the circle. Okay. So this is the circle, and this circle we are going to divide it into 12 equal parts. So I'm going to divide it here right now. Alright, so the circle has been divided into 12 equal parts. So then we are going to number this circle. So I'm going to call this point, this is point 1, this is 2, this is 3, here is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 9, this is 10, and here we have 11, and this is 12. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we come up a little bit and we draw the horizontal line like this. Then I will need to extend this vertical center line. I need to extend it. So I'm looking at it, will not be up to 100 millimeters as we have in the question. So I'm going to take a measurement of 100 millimeters here. So this is 100 millimeters. So this is going to be the apex of the cone. But before we go on to draw the front elevation, so we need to draw a line from this point, a vertical line from this point 1. So it goes up. So we draw a vertical line from point 12, which is meant for 2 and 12. A vertical line from point 11, which is meant for 11 and 3. And we have drawn that of 4 and 10. So we draw a vertical line here, which is meant for 5 and 9. A vertical line from this point, which is meant for 6 and 8. And from this point 7, we draw a vertical line to touch the horizontal line. The next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to connect this point 7, we connect with the apex of the cone, and then I need to make this line to be more visible. So we also connect this point with the apex of the cone, and this point also will be connected with the apex of the cone also. So we connect this point here with the apex of the cone, and this point also will be connected with the apex of the cone, and the last one is this. So we connect together with the apex of the cone. Alright, so we are going to take a measurement of 25 millimeters from the center here. So 25 millimeters from the center. So this is 25 millimeters. So here I'm going to draw a horizontal line, so through this point to meet this side of the cone, so like this. So we make it a thick line. Then we are going to take our 45 degree set square as we have in the question. So we are going to use it to draw a line, so to meet this point here. So which means this part is cut off. Then we need to make this line, so we need to make it a thick line, and this will also be made a thick line. So every other line is a thin continuous line, so then we make this line a thick line. So apart from these three lines, all other lines are thin continuous lines as I left it unticked. So the next thing that we are going to do is that as we have here, if I'm to number this, so this is going to be 0.1 prime, while this point will be 0.2 prime, 12 prime. Okay, so this will be 0.3 prime and 11 prime. So this is 0.4 prime, and then we have 10 prime. So this is 0.5 prime, and then we have 9 prime. So this is 6 prime, and then 8 prime, and this is 0.7 prime. So as we have here. So now, so as this part is taken away, so we are going to have a rough surface here which has to be shown in the plan. So very, very important. So what we need to do now is that we are going to draw a vertical line. The cutting plane touch this line 1 at this point, so we draw a vertical line from here. So from this point, so we draw a vertical line to touch line 1. So it touches line 1 at this point. So we have to take note of this point. Then the next is from this point here. That is for 2 and 12. So we draw a vertical line. So it touches 2 at this point, and it touches 12 at this point. So next is from this point, which is meant for 3 and 11. So we draw a vertical line like this. So it touches 3 at this point, and it touches 11 at this point. So what about 4 and 10? So what we need to do for 4 and 10 is that we are going to take this distance, so from here to here. So from this point, so we take it to this point here, like this. So then we bring it to the center here. Then we make an arc on 4 and make an arc on 10 here. So we take note, so this is 0.4, and so while this is 0.10 here. So next is, so with our set square, so this is 0.5 and 9. So I'm going to draw a vertical line from here. Okay, so it touches 5 at this point, and touches 9 at this point. So the next is 6 and 8. So here I will draw a vertical line. So down here, so it touches 6 at this point, and it touches 8 at this point. So the last one is 7. So we also draw a vertical line from here, so to meet 0.7 here. So this is 0.7 here. So all these points will be joined together with the use of French cut. I'm going to do that while I pause the video. Alright, so I've joined the points together, and this is what we have. But at this point, that is that contains 4 and 10, so we are going to have a straight line. So if you can visualize what we have here, so we are going to have a straight line that will be made thick. This is how we are going to have it. Okay, so this line will be a thick line. Then we need to show the roughness of the surface, so that means we have to ash this surface. So I'm ashing it like this. Alright, so this is how the plan will look. So then we go for the end elevation. So we go for the end elevation. So what we need to do now is to extend this horizontal line. So we extend this horizontal line. We also draw a line from here. This line contains 5 and 7. So we draw a horizontal line. And also this line, so it contains 2 and 6, we draw a horizontal line here, and for this we also extend this horizontal center line. Then this line contains 8 and 12, so we draw a horizontal line here. So this contains 9 and 11, so here we draw a horizontal line, and this is 10, so we draw a horizontal line here like this. So then we take our 45 degree set square, and we also need to extend this horizontal line like this. So we take our 45 degree set square, so we draw a line in this direction. So then this center line here that contains 1 and 7, so I'm going to draw a vertical center line here. Okay, so this contains 4, this is 0.4, so I will draw a vertical line here like this, and this is for 2 and 5, so draw a vertical line, and okay, sorry, so that's for 3 and 5, so this is for 2 and 6, sorry, so the line is not really showing, so I will need to draw for 2 and 6 now. So this is the line. So this contains this is not appearing at all. Okay, so I will draw for 8 and 12. So I will draw for 9 and 11, and this is for 10. So next thing I'm going to do is to locate the apex of the cone, so I'll just mark it here. Okay, then I'm going to join this point together with the apex, so I'll also join this together with the apex, so this point also will be joined together with the apex, so I'll connect this. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is that, so I need to locate all these points. But let me write this. So this is 0.4, yeah, so this contains 3 and 5, so this contains 2 and 6, so this contains 1 and 7, so this contains 8 and 12. So this is 9, 11, and this is 10. So what we need to do next is that, so from this point I'm going to draw a horizontal line from this point. So from this point here I will draw a horizontal line. So okay, so from this point I will draw a horizontal line, and from this point I will draw a horizontal line like this. So now, so let's follow the numbering as we have in the question. So if I follow, this is 4, so this is 4. So so where do we have 4? So we have 4. Or let me start with 7. So if I start with 7, so this is 7. So if I follow this line, so the center here contains 7. So all I need to do is to make this is 0.7 here. Okay, so this is 0.7. So I have 7 there. So then the next is I have what? I have 6 and 8. So 6 and 8, where do we have 6? So it is still on this line. 6 and 8 they are still on this line. So 0.6 is here. So this is 0.6. Okay, and 0.8. So where do we have 8? We have 8 here. So this is 0.8 here. So even 0.1 is here. Okay, just follow the numbering. Then we have what? We have 5 and 9. So this is 5 and 9. So where do we have 5? I have 5 here. Then I have 9 at this point here. So next is 0.4 and 10. So this is 0.4 and this is 0.10 here. So to now locate other points, so this contains 3, 11. So where do we have 3? So I have 3 along this line. This is 0.3, and then so this will be 0.11. So the next one is 2 and 12. So where do we have 0.2? So we have 2 at this point, and we have 12 at this point here. So then we are going to join this point together with the use of a French cuff. So I can join this together. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we have to make this line. So make it thick line like this. And then this line, so make it a thick line. So we also make this line a thick line. Then this line will make it a thick line. So this is how we complete this work. We have answered all the 3 questions. We have to draw the given view, which is this. Then we have to draw the plan, which is this. Then end elevation. But for the end elevation, we also need to make this surface. So we need to show that it is a rough surface by arching it as I'm doing it here. Okay, so this is how we complete it. So as simple as I've done it here, and practice it, become a master. Thank you. God bless you.